Welcome back to Random City Sports Ballers. I've got my $50 draft coming up in 25 minutes, but I wanted to let you know that I secured the fifth pick in this draft. So if you can see how that plays out for me, there's a good chance I could have Jose Ramirez right here. But you got to remember, I had said in an earlier video, just made a couple of hours ago, I will be deploying the Pocket Aces Modified, where I'm not in a position where I can just take the top two pitchers right now. What I'm going to do is modify that. I'm the fifth pick. I had said I would use the Army of Pitchers strategy, and I'm going to be using modified Pocket Aces with an Army of Pitchers, but this is going to be a lot to deal with. Fifth pick is a little difficult to deploy this strategy from. If it was 12th pick, it'd be a lot easier. 11th pick, it'd be pretty easy still. But from the fifth pick, things have to change a little bit. But I'm still going to deploy Army of Pitchers. What does Army of Pitchers mean? It means I'm going to have 7 or 8 starting pitchers. I'm going to have a couple of closers in there, bona fide closers. And I'm going to fill in the rest with some setup relievers, people like Adam Ottavino or James Karinchak. These are some that I keep on my radar. And I'm going to fill in with the best bats I can. I'm going to be taking some reaches on some bats later on in my middle rounds. I'm going to be looking at, filling in some of those bats. But in my first 10 rounds, there may be only 3 or 4 bats on my team by the end of the 10th round. So we'll see how this Army of Pitchers goes. I'd like to have a little more than that in batting, but I'm still going to be bringing forward an Army of Pitchers. So here's the thing I was looking at in my league. I can click on ratings and levels right here, and it tells me what everyone's level is. I've got myself, I'm rated the highest by 1 point over Brett. So Brett is an 818 rating. I'm an 819 rating. I haven't seen me be the highest rated in any of these leagues yet. So this is a first. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that are rated gold, 1, 2, 3 that are rated silver, and 1 bronze player who will probably be up into silver by the end of this season for sure. But let's get underway with the Army of Pitchers draft strategy. All right, we're less than 1 minute to the start of this draft, and I'm excited. I love the Army of Pitchers and Pocket Aces combination. A little modification, and this is going to be a fun draft. As I always say, have fun. Well, here we go, about to have fun with the fifth pick. Again, I'm going to show you all of my picks at a minimum. I'll show you some of throughout the draft as well, but you'll definitely see all of what I do. And with the first pick of the draft, looks like Wild Thing is up, and he selected Ronald Acuna Jr. with the first pick. The second pick is up, and it's Trey Turner. Obviously, it's going to be Trey Turner, always, right? We suspect Aaron Judge will go next. And we're waiting for Raphael's astounding team to take Aaron Judge. And next off the board will be either Jose Ramirez or Julio Rodriguez. Which one will it be? It was Jose Ramirez, leaving me to choose what shall I do. Well, this is where the rubber hits the road, and we're taking the young Julio Rodriguez. First pick, took a good bat, strong bat, solid bat, 5-category guy. And we're going to be moving on to, we don't know what next. There went Corbin Burns, Kyle Tucker, and I'm personally going to be looking at a pitcher next. I could have looked at a pitcher there under my Pocket Aces. Okay, we're at the guy who took Corbin Burns with his first pick. If he takes Garrett Cole, he is definitely playing the perfect Pocket Aces from that position. You shouldn't be able to get those two when you're the 6th pick. So let's see if he gets it here. Does he go Garrett Cole? I know he's going, what do I do? Do I take Garrett Cole? So there's a good chance Garrett Cole will get back to me with this 20th pick of the draft. And he took Pete Alonso. That gets Garrett Cole back to me. So right into what I call my Pocket Aces and Army of Pitchers has begun with Garrett Cole. and Julio Rodriguez as my top bat. Not bad. Not a bad start. And now we're waiting. I'm pretty sure the Wild Thing fella is doing what I do. He has one guy he knows he's taking. He took Lindor, and then he used all that other time to figure out the next player, and he's just taking a little extra time for that. I suspect it's going to be a pitcher, probably Aaron Nola. It was a pitcher, but it was Alcantara. Okay, I can understand that, sure. Okay, it's my pick, and I'm going to be taking Aaron Nola as my second part of my pocket aces. So now I have Garrett Cole, Aaron Nola as my pocket aces, and I have Julio Rodriguez in the outfield. I need to fill in some bats and other pitchers, but as I said, we are going with the Army of Pitchers strategy, and so far the pocket aces are in place. Corey Seager, Shane McClanahan, Jazz Chisholm all just went off the board with 39, 40, 41. Dylan Cease went with 42, and we're coming back to me. If they hadn't taken Ohtani, I would have. Now I have to consider this. I think I'd like to take Justin Verlander. And I'm going to. The Army of Pitchers is coming together. I better focus on some bats soon, though, fellas. Well, if it hadn't been for them taking Josh Hader, I would have just taken him a moment ago. Now I've got to look into what my team needs. My team can fill in a lot of things in a bit. So I'm going to stay relaxed. And, I think I do like Ozzie Albies. I really do. I may take him here. Give me a couple seconds to think about Ozzie Albies. Yeah, I'll take Ozzie Albies. All right, so we have our second baseman. We're happy. I have 3 pitchers and 2 bats. So some of the players I've got targeted, much later, a first baseman in Rowdy Tellez. I've got Eugenio Suarez right here. Matt Chapman I can also look at. Willie Adames, Taylor Ward, Anthony Santander, Hunter Renfroe could fill in the outfield. I've got a lot of things I can fill in and still have some pretty darn good players. So right now, I'm going to take Alex Manoah and continue this onslaught of pitchers. Garrett Cole, Aaron Nola, Justin Verlander, and Alex Manoah in my starting pitchers categories. I can fade catcher for a while. First base, I can wait on Rowdy Tellez, or I can take someone soon. Shortstop and third base, I've got covered with Willie Adames, Matt Chapman, Eugenio Suarez. Outfield, Taylor Ward, Anthony Santander, Hunter Renfroe. So I'm really covered. Well, it's back to me. And I could actually, I don't know, Eloy Jimenez, it looks like he was hurt, but they're saying it's just due to cramping. I don't know. With the injuries he's suffered, it's hard to trust an injury-prone person to not get injured again. So let's take a look. What do we have here that I could pick? So many different players. I could take Kenley Jansen. I could take Kenley Jansen. I wouldn't hate taking Kenley Jansen. But I don't know. Take Marte, Adolis Garcia. Those are stolen base guys, but I don't want that. Salvador Perez. I don't think I want him. So let's go pick on Kenley Jansen then, shall we? All right, Kenley Jansen. So, my army of pitchers is well underway. Now I have a closer to go along with 4 excellent starting pitchers. But my bats are suffering, and as you know, I will start filling those in now. We are on pick 8 coming up, and I think with pick 8, I'll be taking probably a shortstop, either Dansby Swanson or Willie Adames. But we have some time before my next pick gets back to me, and I'm not. Wow, they're taking catcher right there. That's hilarious. But I'm looking at either Dansby Swanson or Willie Adames with my next pick, and then after that, we'll see where it goes. And the pick is back to me. I was saying Willie Adames, and that's the path I'm going. So now, with my bats, I have Ozzie Albies at second, I have Willie Adames at short, and I have Julio Rodriguez in the outfield. That's a pretty good set of bats to start with. I'm pretty happy with that. There's more I can do, but look at these pitchers. Garrett Cole, Aaron Nola, Kenley Jansen, Justin Verlander, Alex Manoah. That's an amazing set of pitchers, fellas. That is an amazing set of pitchers. I am very happy with that. So, plenty of time left in the draft. We've only had 8 picks. There's a lot of draft left. A lot of things can still happen. So they're tempting me with some more starting pitchers, I'll tell you. The temptation is strong. We're back to me, and there's plenty of players here. What to do? Next guy that's on my radar is Taylor Ward in the outfield. And there's Freddie Peralta. He could also be on my radar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the reach pick and take Taylor Ward and then probably Anthony Santander and finish off my outfield. So let's take Taylor Ward. I believe he'll have an up season. Okay, we're back to my turn. And I'm going to continue applying the Army of Pitchers strategy because Blake Snell is available to me, and I'm just going to take that. Now, after 10 picks, I have 6 pitchers, 5 starting pitchers, and 1 closer, and I have 4 bats. So now I'm definitely going to start going after more bats. We'll fill them in as needed. I still need first base, third base, and outfield plus utility. So unless someone amazing is available at pitcher or something, I just don't see myself touching a pitcher again for a while. Okay, we're back to my pick, and I have a guy who's queued up, Anthony Santander. So we're going to go ahead and take him. Bryce Hoskins is sitting right, but I was talking about Rowdy Tellez later, so I will keep my head about me and go with my draft strategy that I already laid out. Santander was a part of that. So the outfield is complete, first base, third base, and catcher, and then some utility guys. And I can add more pitchers whenever I feel like. All right, well, it is my pick. I've been sitting here thinking about it, and I think it's time that we go, okay, fellas, you have an army of pitchers. Let's extend that army. And who's it going to be? Is it going to be Charlie Morton? Or is it going to be Joe Ryan? I don't know. Now I got to take Eugenio Suarez. See, I have 5 starting pitchers. I can wait another minute on another starting pitcher, but I can't wait too long on these other bats. I've got very specific bats that I want to come after, like MJ Melendez. I had him on my list, but he just went right after I picked Suarez. And now, here we are, 13th pick, and I'm kind of torn between Jesus Luzardo and Joe Ryan. That's a good question, isn't it? Who's going to have the better season? You know, I've had Joe Ryan on a couple of teams. I think I'm going to go ahead and take Jesus Luzardo. So, with that Luzardo pick, I still need a first baseman and a catcher, utility spots, and I have 6 high-quality starting pitchers with only 1 closer, but I'm not in a hurry on closers. I already have 1. Okay, fellas, here's what I'm looking at. It's 4 picks till my turn. I've got 2 different first basemen in Christian Walker and Rowdy Tellez that I'm looking at. That's the only bat other than utility and catcher that I don't have. I have 6 starting pitchers, still need 1 more relief pitcher, hopefully a closer. And the rest are bench. And I'm considering what I need to do here. I'm not 100% sure what's going to get back to me, but it sure does feel like, oh, Joe Ryan just went. Well, the fact that Joe Ryan just went, that helps clear some things up. Okay, well, I'm going to start with taking Christian Walker. He had a good year. I expect him to have another good year. This is a good spot in the draft to take him. Other than that, I would be looking at possibly Jordan Montgomery. I think I can wait. I like Brady Singer and Dustin May, but I think I can wait. What is Dustin May? Stuff looked good according to this, a little wild, but okay. Sewell, Pablo Lopez. So I think I'm just going to take Christian Walker. And then I've got my first base filled in. I can still take Rowdy Tellez later and have him in my utility spot. And we're good to go, fellas. Now, we're on pick 15, and it looks like Dave Robertson is going to be the closer for the Mets. So I'm going to go ahead and take him and fill in that other relief pitcher spot. What we're looking at then, Garrett Cole, Aaron Nola, Kenley Jansen, Dave Robertson, Verlander, Manoah, Snell, and Luzardo at starting pitcher. And Christian Walker, Ozzie Albies, Eugenio Suarez, Willie Adames, Julio Rodriguez, Taylor Ward, and Anthony Santander as the starting. Now I need to fill in a couple of utilities and some more bench pitching. Okay, it's gotten back to me. One thing that went, I kind of expected. Rowdy Tellez didn't get back to me with the 188th pick. That's not normal for him to get that far. But I do still have Hunter Renfroe to put on my bench, so I'm going to draft him. Or utility, excuse me. I'm putting him in utility. I need one more utility bat. I need a catcher. And I can focus on pitching to create that army. All right, well, it's gotten back to me in round 17. And there's a closer still on the board, Alex Lang from Detroit. So I'm going to take him and get some more saves. So, yay. My first bench relief pitcher is a closer. That's pretty awesome. We're back to my pick. And there's a catcher on the board that I think I'd go ahead and take. So I'm going to take Sean Murphy. All right, we're back to my pick, and I need to fill in utility, one final utility spot, and I'm thinking I'll fill it in with a quality utility player. I'll get RBIs, runs, few home runs, good batting average out of J.D. Martinez. We're back to filling in my army of pitchers, I believe. There's a gem down here, Tyler Anderson. A lot of folks are worried he doesn't get a lot of strikeouts, and that's fine with me. I already have plenty of strikeouts. He's going to fit in perfectly as my 7th starting pitcher. Well, we're coming back to my turn here shortly, and I'm kind of torn between Josh Young and Ryan McMahon. Young is a young player. Not hitting for great average, but I mean, I know who Ryan McMahon is. I know what to expect from him, and I think I like those numbers, so I'm going to take him as my bench bat. He's versatile with second and third base, so that gives me a little bit of working room. And then I can grab a couple of more relief pitchers. That way I have my army of pitchers, 7 starting pitchers. So far I have 3 relief pitchers. And I don't want to have too many relief pitchers or I will be wasting my own innings with too many relief pitchers. So having 5 is not bad. 5's not bad. Now, if there's another starting pitcher here that I'm interested in, let's say I like Aaron Ashby. I don't know what's his injury. Okay, well, some forearm tightness. Okay. Ranger Suarez does pitch pretty good, but from forearm tightness, I'm not real worried about that. What about Cal Cantrill? Here's a fella that, he struggled. Served up a homer to my guy Christian Walker. Evan Longoria. Oh, he's not pitching well at all. Okay. Who else we got here? I don't know. Maybe I don't need another starting pitcher. I have 7. With only 2 more positions that I can fill in on my team. 2 more. They're going to be pitchers. I think we'll look at just relief pitchers now at this point. Yeah, here's my guys. I got some good stuff happening here. Yeah, I'm definitely taking a look at Adam Ottavino. Yes, I'm definitely looking at Adam Ottavino. 2 more picks left in my draft, and I see a couple of really great relief pitchers. That would give me 5 relief pitchers. I can be happy with 5. Okay, it's come back to me, and I'm going to take Adam Ottavino. That way, in case Robertson is not the closer over there, or if he does get hurt again, I have Ottavino, who is probably going to take that place if he gets hurt or can't perform. So, Ottavino and Dave Robertson as 2 of my... that covers me. I'm just being covered. Plus, they're both great. They're great relievers, so I'm happy with that. All right, with my final pick, I've got some guys I'm looking at. I'm looking at Giovanni Gallegos because he has a chance at getting saves this year. Good ERA, good whip. I'm looking at Karinchak because excellent ERA, good whip. I'm looking at Adam Simber because he gets wins with a good ERA and whip. And Colin McHugh also is going to have a great ERA and whip. So it's one of these guys. And, you know, I've always had a soft spot for Giovanni Gallegos. Is he injured or something? No, it's a scoreless inning to pick up a save, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take Giovanni Gallegos. I've always had faith in him. And this would be a good guy to put in as my final piece of my army of pitchers. So in the end of it, when we look over here, I know I don't put a lot of faith in what this AI says for standings, but, well, it looks like they think I am first place. If it stays this way, okay, second place, 1.5. I've got good runs, good home runs, good RBIs, not much on stolen bases because I never have stolen bases. Poor batting average, a lot of wins, a lot of saves, a whole lot of strikeouts, great ERA and whip. So here's a team that has more strikeouts than me, 1832. Wow. Did he also build an army of pitchers? He's got 1 bench bat. He's got Scherzer, Darvish, Mikolas, Giolito, Garcia, Tejon, Hayden Wisniewski, and Kente Maeda. Wow, he went down, and instead of getting any relief pitchers, he just got a whole bunch of starting pitchers. Okay, that's a bold move, my friend. He's got 4 bench starting pitchers. He may miss out on a start or 2 now and again because you just can't fill him in anywhere. There's nowhere to fill him in. But respect on the bats, decent bats. We'll see how that turns out. He's got Turner or Schwarber. He's got some good bats. So the standings have it projected for me to finish in second based on, wow. So this is the Random City Sports Ballers XL is what I've called them. This is a $50 league. I have Sean Murphy, Christian Walker, Ozzy Albies, Eugenio Suarez, Willie Adames, Julio Rodriguez, Taylor Ward, Anthony Santander, Hunter Renfroe, J.D. Martinez, and Ryan McMahon on the bench. At pitcher, I have starting pitchers, Garrett Cole, Aaron Nola, Justin Verlander, Alex Manoah, Blake Snell, Jesus Luzardo, and Tyler Anderson. With relief pitchers, closers, Jansen and David Robertson. Closer, Alex Lang. Possible trade for closer with David Robertson and Giovanni Gallegos, who every year just gets a few saves. Just happens. He's a very good pitcher, and he's prone to getting some saves. So I'm happy with this team. I believe this is a playoff and probably a championship game team. So I think I've done a good job here, and go out there, have fun with your own draft. This is from the 5th pick. See if you can put together a great team using the Army of Pitchers strategy. Just not like the MC44 did, where they have 10 starting pitchers. That is too many starting pitchers to run this strategy because you're going to have some on the bench. And, you know, till next time, I believe I've got one more draft coming up. I'm going to do another $100 draft, and we'll see what kind of strategy I decide to employ for that draft. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what'll be in my mind on where I want to go with it or what draft pick I'll be. If I'm first pick or 12th pick, it changes my whole draft strategy. So go out there, have some mock drafts, have some fun, and enjoy your upcoming draft as well.